very low energy.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, everybody. What's going on? Man, Uncle Black and all of that. The gang is here. Welcome back to Two and a Half Heels. It's me. You see Bree, she down there. Hey, Bree.
Hi.
And then over there, Mr. Ali. What's happening?
What's happening?
Listen,
Or the other way.
full warning, y'all. There was been a shift in the scheduling. It's very early. So this seems like it's less energy in this episode than it normally is. That's because it is. And we're tired. Very, very tired.
Yeah,
But we're here.
So
we're here.
yes. Oh, TED Talk. We still gotta do that. I can't even though I'm tired, we still gotta remember the order and things where they go here. So
Mm-hmm.
Bree, would
Yes,
you kick us off?
gladly. Uh, fuck Liv Morgan. Fuck
Yes.
Dominic Mysterio. Fuck Finn Balor.
Yes.
Fuck JD McDonough and
I'm not right.
Carlito.
I'm not put. Are we not disrespecting them too? They didn't do nothing but their
Yes, they
jobs.
did.
They
Yes, they
did
did.
nothing
They
but
did
their
something.
jobs.
They did something. Okay, they are
Listen,
guilty by
Carlito
association.
saved.
They are guilty by association. Okay.
Okay, well,
Uh,
we'll
fuck
work on
CM
putting that
Punk.
in there. Oh
Fuck
yeah,
CM Punk. Piss
yeah.
Magnet Phil.
Piss magnet Phil. We got that one
Yeah.
too. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Covered all the
yeah,
bases.
that's it for me. Oh, fuck Bronson Reed. Sorry. Fuck Bronson Reed. Okay, now I'm done. Mhm. That's all that needs to be said.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, that's it. All right, man. Listen, I feel like this episode of SmackDown was just a little building block. We chugging along to Berlin, and
Mhm.
nothing of significance happened. I mean, you had the big three: Naomi, Bianca, and Jade whooping on some ladies on TV dressed like Simone Biles. That was good stuff. I saw. What else happened?
Yeah,
Um,
y'all is
Feel
happening
free
right
to
now.
jump in whenever
yeah.
y'all are ready.
So
Nothing else?
main thing that I saw was a tease of a KO heel
Yeah,
Nah.
yeah, it's
turn, and
happening.
I definitely feel like it's happening
Mm-hmm.
at
Me
Bash
too.
in Berlin. But I don't think that's going to be the only heel turn. I think we're also going to be getting a Randy Orton heel turn as well.
Oh, y'all just want to break my heart at
Yep,
this point, huh?
No, I've been
shattered
said that. I've
into
been said
pieces.
that Randy Orton, he's going to turn on Cody Rhodes. I told you that story writes itself. So you're not making Cody Rhodes the heel in their matchup. Randy Orton is better suited heel right now for that role, and because of the history of with the legacy and everything like that. So
Yeah.
that story writes itself. The KO heel turn is going to happen probably after their match in Berlin, I believe. You know, he's going to fight. They're going to have a great wrestling match, and then Cody's going to win. Then Cody's going to offer up sportsmanship. KO is going to do the same, and then next thing you know, I don't know, give him a stunner out of nowhere, or it's not going to be as dramatic as what he did years ago to Sami Zayn in NXT when Sami Zayn won the NXT Championship, and then KO came out and then he gave him the power bomb on the hardest part of the ring
Oh,
apron.
yes.
But the heel turn is happening, and also there's going to be another heel turn that's happening, which should have happened already. I just don't know which direction they want to go with between Grayson Waller and Austin Theory. I believe Waller probably would be the better heel to make Theory the face, but that could go either way. They're both very charismatic. you know, charismatic characters. So that's a heel turn that's going to happen as well. So yeah, there's a couple of developments, you know, from what I took a peek at, you know, watching this latest episode of SmackDown. Nothing really major happened on the show. I mean, outside of the bloodline, they beat the Street Profits, but we kind of knew that was going to
Hey,
happen.
well, hey, hold on. Thank you for alluding to that because now I get to stand on my soapbox and trust and believe there will be a banner next week to crown my accomplishments and my achievements here. Because not only did I will the great and mighty Tangaloa into television, but now that brother, that man is now one half of the WWE Tag Team Champions. Look at how disgusted everybody is. Oh, and there's no blunt today. Y'all can't tell me to put the blunt down. It's just facts. This is cold, hard facts. That Tagaloa is a national treasure. It should be protected at all costs. Those.
You see,
He
but
must teach him how to hold a belt. Like he doesn't even know how to hold the title.
exactly.
Oh, God, no. He
And
doesn't,
he's
but it's so
one
good.
half of the tag team champion.
Oh, yo, I said this so downtime in the ring. I need to go back and watch that episode again. But this is perfect. This is fucking perfect. Because
I
again,
can't
just
even say he's technically a tag champion,
the
but
stank and disdain on y'all faces. This is just
yeah,
all the vindication I need for everything I've been saying. And I'm gonna keep on saying it now because now it's just a part of life. Life, death, taxes, and Tongalo as a champion in WWE. Let's go.
well, you know what my text message that I sent to you last week? He's still booty juice, son. I don't
Booty
care.
juice, son.
Yes, he is booty juice, and I will not change off of that. But you go off, go off. Absolutely, he is
Oh
technically
yes.
one half of the tag team champion, so I can't be
Oh
mad.
man. Oh, you
But
think Jacob's gonna turn now? I feel like that has to happen because it's like, don't get me
mm,
wrong, Jacob loves his tribal chief, but
I keep
he be
telling y'all it's
dog
not
walking
a turn.
people.
I keep telling y'all that Jacob was never fully with Solo. I've been saying that
mm-hmm,
for months.
mm-hmm,
Jacob is working with Roman. I promise y'all. Why y'all
mm-hmm.
think Jacob was barely there when Roman was back?
Yeah, I
The
agree.
injury was a work. There was
Oh,
no
so
injury.
it's a double cross.
Yes, I've been saying this for months. Jacob is working under Solo. I mean, under Roman.
Oh my
Okay,
goodness.
The bloodline
he
fam, the bloodline family tree, it starts from the top, and like I said a few weeks ago, the orders are coming from the elders. Well, rest in peace to the Wild Samoans. Both of them, Alpha and Sika, they both resting in paradise right now. But this bloodline saga, it reminds me almost like a Dragon Ball Z saga in that it is so many different pearls and so many different interchangeable characters that are coming in and out, and where you're getting the orders from. As Bree said, uh, I'm under the belief that he's probably working with Roman. I just think he's kind of like a lone wolf in this. I think he's just kind of moving the way he wants to move. I'm talking about Fatu, Jacob Fatu, but I do believe that there's certain instructions that are coming down from up top. Like I said, The Rock is the final boss. He's the big boss, and I feel like there's certain members of the bloodline that are taking orders from him. Like Solo. I think Solo's taking his orders from The Rock. Whereas, Roman Reigns is the tribal chief. And then now you got, the Usos, and then you got Sami Zayn, and then, so you can interchange all these different characters and different storyline plot points to keep the bloodline saga going. Like you said, Hikuleo hasn't gotten there yet. He'll play a factor once he gets to the WWE as well. So
Absolutely.
it's just it's so many ebbs and flows to this storyline that it makes it very intriguing. You can go so many different directions with it. Eventually, it's going to lead to a Roman Reigns, Dwayne the Rock Johnson WrestleMania matchup. I don't know if it'll happen at this upcoming one. May go down 2 years from now, but we like I said,
Bruh.
you can stretch out this storyline. You can just keep it going, and the power struggle right now is who's the tribal chief. Jacob Fatu wants to be the tribal chief, but then eventually, I don't know. Maybe Jay wants to be the tribal chief at one point. It's all in the family. So it's a it's a family affair basically, and it's going to keep going. It's the best storyline WWE has going right now outside of the Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley, Dominic Mysterio love triangle fiasco that's going on right now. So
Listen, I do not want them to stretch out that storyline, pause, any further than WrestleMania Las Vegas. The Rock Roman needs to happen at WrestleMania.
I
Get
have a
it done and
solution
over
for
with.
y'all. I have
What?
a solution for y'all because he still has to fight Cody,
mm-hmm.
but no one ever said it had to happen at WrestleMania. I feel like everybody's forgetting that. There's another big four pay-per-view before WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. If all The Rock cares about is getting the belt and putting the belt back with the bloodline, back with the family, do it at Royal Rumble. And
Well,
I'm gonna give y'all. So there's the guy on YouTube who does like fantasy booking and he'll like book it out, but he makes it like he'll animate it and like it's actually really fucking interesting. And it makes sense. Like it makes you think, does he actually work for the company? Because it's so good.
You need to send this
Put
to me. I need to
Solo.
see this.
I would send it to y'all.
All
But
right.
put Solo and Tonga, or no, it was Solo and Jacob. Put them in the Royal Rumble. Have them in the actual Royal Rumble match, and then they both lose, and they lose to CM Punk. Then you go on to Cody Rhodes versus The Rock at the Royal Rumble, and then that way we can still get The Rock and Roman Reigns.
it could happen that way, but I think the money is more so on Cody and The Rock at WrestleMania. That's because that's where Cody got his defeat at with The Rock was at WrestleMania. So not saying that they wouldn't want to put
It's
that match
also
on the
where
Royal
Roman
Rumble.
Reigns dropped the ball. So it's an even typically. There's no one doesn't deserve the spot more than the other. But you also have to think about the fact the fans are not going to like. I'm with Unc. I don't want this Rock and Roman thing dragging out. We've been theorizing Rock versus Roman Reigns at WrestleMania since WrestleMania 39.
It's been 76 long years.
Yes. Like we've been wanting this match literally since 2023.
It
Like
should have
they
been
had
fought. Before Hobbs and Shaw came out, them niggas should have fought.
exactly. So it's now or never. It's either y'all do it at WrestleMania 41 in Vegas, or y'all just scrap. It's never gonna happen.
Listen,
So this
unless
is
they
my
got a
theory.
5 year plan.
I don't think this is my theory, and this is what I'm thinking right now. I'm thinking that if WWE is going to do this, because like I said, they've already had this bloodline angle going for what almost 4 years now,
For
since he came
years.
back during the pandemic, and now we're here in 2024. I don't see no reason why they wouldn't continue with it. I believe that again, I don't really see anyone on the roster currently right now that can defeat Cody Rhodes to take the belt off of him. I'm not saying that they wouldn't take the belt off of him, but I don't see anyone right now that they can say, okay, here's a viable candidate, like you said, outside of Roman Reigns, outside of The Rock. Randy Orton, I would have Randy Orton, as a possible person to say maybe he could take the belt off of him and then maybe Cody Rhodes wins it back. But I feel like they're going to give Cody Rhodes a mini Roman Reigns run. Like he's going to hold the belt for like a full year. He's going to run with the belt for a full year. So, like you said, at the Royal Rumble, it's possible they could have that matchup with The Rock. But I feel like they might save that match. They might have that Randy Orton matchup for him at the Royal Rumble coming up. I feel like that it will probably be the matchup at the Royal Rumble. Randy Orton versus Cody Rhodes for the title.
Yo, I feel like also
Then
in the same token, how everybody is just soured on Cody, right? They're sick of him being the champion, but why don't you want to take the belt off of him? Why can't we find somebody to,
Exactly.
end the heartache that everybody has for
Exactly.
this not so good of a title run that everybody says that he's
because of this new WWE, because of the Paul Levesque era, it's more based off of. I don't want to say they kind of want to copy off of AEW in a sense, but they kind of are doing like the ranking system per se. They more now favor the wins and losses in the rankings hierarchy of how certain athletes are moved up into title contention. So like I said before, if you're looking at all the big guys right now, you're looking at Seth Rollins, you're looking at Drew McIntyre, you got CM Punk, Randy Orton's right there at the top. Outside of those guys, Kevin Owens, like I said, Kevin Owens said he didn't even feel like he deserved a title shot, which in fairness, he's correct because his win-loss record has been spotty for a long time. So if you're going off of those rankings, there really isn't a lot of people that you can say, oh, I feel confident that's going to take the belt off of Cody. You got Roman Reigns, just because of who he is, and then you got The Rock because The Rock has the one up pin on him from WrestleMania. So I feel like they're just going to stretch out Cody Rhodes' championship run. Like I said, he's going to hold that belt for a year plus. He's definitely holding that belt for one full year. So he's going to carry that belt. Now you get to WrestleMania Vegas. Which is the bigger money matchup? Is it going to be him and The Rock, or is it going to be The Rock and Roman Reigns? Like you said, we know it's going to happen. It's just, do you stretch it out one more year? I feel like you can get Cody, unless they get a surprise, somebody comes in the company, I just don't know who. Like I said, right now, I just don't have a lot of options for Cody to lose the belt to anybody right now. Like, I just don't see it. I don't, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all can help me out and say it's somebody under the radar that we're not talking about. Because Gunther is the world champion. He's got that title. And then we're talking about his championship. There's not too many guys on that tier over there that I would say is viable to take the belt off from outside of Seth Rollins, maybe Drew McIntyre, maybe CM Punk. So and those three right now, they're intertwined with each other. And you can parlay that all the way until WrestleMania, literally. So it's like you take those three out, then you take Roman and The Rock out. Who else is there, to battle for the top tier championships right now? Like, who's there? We could throw names out all day, and we'll probably be like, no, this person's not there. This person's not ready. This person hasn't proven it. So it's not too many options right now. I think that's like a gift of the curse of doing great with their storyline telling. It's just that right now they don't really have like a lot of guys that you can say, okay, they're ready. It's like in AEW has a plethora of guys that you can rank them and put them in certain championships. Even when Kenny Omega comes back, when Omega comes back, he's automatically in the top tier. Like I said, you got Swerve Strickland's a champion. You got Daniel Bryan. You got Okada. You got MJF. You got Hangman Adam Page. There's so many guys over there in AEW where it's like, okay, you can, with the ranking system and everything, you can plug and play them into championships and be viable and say, yeah, this person can hold on to the championship. I can see Okada being a world champion. Oh, and I ain't even mentioned John Moxley. So I'm saying that's the issue that I think WWE has right now that AEW doesn't have. Like, WWE is better with the storytelling, but AEW has like better collection of top tier contenders for championships. Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, anybody want to comment, agree or disagree? I'm open to suggestions.
I just feel like it's not fair to say that they don't have talent when none of the talent has been on TV.
I was just thinking, right? Boy, Bobby Lashley would be great in a spot like this, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't he not be? Because I feel like the way they Big Show turn him face heel, he would be perfect in this role to give
Take
Cody
out.
Rhodes a little run for his money. But
And that's the thing. He was on SmackDown.
you had
He
it.
was
It was
dragging.
right
Y'all
there.
had him. He was right there. But that's my thing. We can't say that they don't have the talent when they have plenty of talent that they have not been utilizing.
Mm-hmm.
And granted, that's because they have so many big names and so many people.
Yes.
It's impossible
On the podcast.
put them all on the show. It's impossible to get them all on TV. So I get that. However, like we still got Royal Rumble too. Like Royal Rumble is coming up. That's what all of this is eventually leading up to. We don't know who's gonna be popping out at Royal Rumble, especially with them working even more closely with TNA. We don't know what's gonna happen. We don't know what storylines they probably had written out for the past couple months for Royal Rumble. We just don't know. And I feel like there's an easy way you can still do both of those big name matches in this year, because you can do Cody versus The Rock at Royal Rumble and still carry out this bloodline storyline for another couple months, and bam, do Rock versus Roman at SummerSlam, or vice versa.
You did just mention John Cena. I thought about another guy, but I don't know if you want to take a chance on him. Brock Lesnar. He's probably the only guy that I could think of right now from a star power perspective where you could say, okay, the matchup that I want to see personally is Brock Lesnar Gunther for the World Championship. That's the matchup I personally want to see. But you can plug and play Brock into either storyline and say, okay, Brock can go for Cody's championship.
I was about to say, keep him away from the bloodline.
I feel like they did enough.
They've done enough. I don't want him anywhere near Roman Reigns. That's it. The match they had at SummerSlam back in
now another guy, I think
that was the best way to just end there.
You're just saying that because you saw it live.
No, I'm saying that because I'm tired of them having 5 million matches and only 3 of them be good.
I mean, you bring out a Becco. I feel like
actually now, Bree, that you got me thinking, there is somebody that I think if they build him up, you can make him a championship contender. I think it's high time that they need to do this and maybe elevate him a little bit more after this bloodline storyline. I think you can plug Sami Zayn in there. I think it's about time that you need to elevate him up a little bit more. I think so.
No.
I do.
Why not?
He's already in the bloodline. He's already gonna be in the bloodline.
Why not?
He's already gonna be in the bloodline storyline, but putting
I said after the bloodline storyline.
We ain't talking about
No, I didn't say put a championship.
We not talking about
we gotta find contenders.
Right.
Yeah, we can listen. Sammy is already a main event title contender now. He's already there. So it's just a matter of
him up. It's just
we just gotta find a reason for him to have a title match. But if anybody assumes that Sami Zayn is not in heavyweight title contention or in a main event picture, then what the fuck are you watching the same wrestling that I am?
And I'm agreeing with him. And I'm someone who couldn't even stand the fact that he was Intercontinental Champion. But I'm not going to sit here and act like he didn't have a great title reign. Like, he was putting on banger after banger after banger, and he put over Braun Breaker in the best way possible. Like, that entire storyline was amazing. So anyone who no matter how you feel about Sami Zayn, whether you like him, whether you hate him, which I don't see how anyone could, but he's definitely in the title picture, 1,000%. It's just a matter of they can't put it on him yet because they already have him about to be in this War Games storyline with the Bloodline. So that's
Yeah.
not going to happen until maybe after WrestleMania. So that's it's there. It's just on the back burner. So there's no building up that has to happen. They've already done it. They did it from WrestleMania 40 up until SummerSlam. So yeah, they're good on that. But
Hell yeah. Listen, what else? What else is going on out here in these streets, man? We got All In. All In is coming up, man. When is it? Today? Tomorrow?
It's
When are we
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
it's off tomorrow.
How are we
The
feeling about
25th, I
that
think.
card? Anything in particular we wanted to talk about that show?
I know nothing about
Well,
it.
AEW's going to. Well, I'll tell you, AEW is going to put on a great show. I actually watched All In last year when they did it in London, and it was a really, really great show. Even the pre-show was a great show. All the matches lived up to the hype. You know, there was some bangers last year that were really, really good. You know, I think they want to put on a great show. I'm really torn about the Swerve Strickland Daniel Bryan matchup. I had Swerve Strickland winning all the way maybe a week or two ago, but now I'm kind of on the fence of it now because maybe I don't think Daniel Bryan's quite ready to retire. He is going to retire. We know that, but I think Bree, I think it was you that mentioned this a few weeks ago. I think Tony Khan is going to, an act of good gesture, of good faith to say, hey, I think Daniel Bryan deserves at least a run with the championship. The issue, it's not really an issue, but they have this gauntlet match that's coming up. And Hangman Adam Page is going to win that. If it's not him, either him or Pac is going to win that. But Pac is already in line to be the number one contender to Okada's Continental Championship. If I'm not mistaken, they got 20 belts with their AEW. But
it's
it's
the American Championship held by one Maxwell Jacob.
Not MJ. Well, the American Championship or the International, which that one. Okay, so you either got Pac, you got Hangman Adam Page in that gauntlet. I think Adam Page is going to win. If Adam Page wins that gauntlet, Swerve Strickland is winning the main event because that's the matchup that they want for All Out. They want that. That's the All Out main event right there. So it's all predicated on who wins this gauntlet match. If anybody other than Hangman Adam Page wins the gauntlet match, then it's a 50-50 chance that Bryan Danielson will win and not retire. So we're going off of that one. You got MJF, Will Ospreay for the International/American Championship. Ospreay's going to win. He's in his home backyard. AEW is not like WWE. WWE used to have a history of always having the hometown person lose in their country just out of spite or trolling. AEW doesn't do that. They generally let the hometown person win. So I know for a fact that Ospreay is going to win that match. It's going to be a great match. It'll be MJF's first loss technically this year on his record, but it's not going to drop him down in the rankings. MJF is right there. He's at the top. So when he loses this match, he will be sitting pretty for any championship that he wants to go for after that. But Ospreay is going to win that match. I feel like Mariah May is going to beat Toni Storm. Again, she's from England. It's her backyard. They built up that storyline for 9 months. There's definitely going to be some shenanigans. I think, what's the Japanese, what's her name? The Japanese stardom chick that was intertwined.
Maria something.
Maria something. She was intertwined between them. She's going to get involved somehow, some way on accident, on purpose. But Mariah May is going to win the women's championship. Then you got Mercedes Moné against Dr. Britt Baker, DMD.
I want Britt to win.
Do you want to pull the trigger and have Britt Baker win the TBS championship? It's possible.
Yes.
It's possible, but then but Mercedes just got a diesel like bodyguard. You know what I mean?
Listen,
So
at this
you,
point, something can happen. Somebody could slip up.
mm-hmm,
Mercedes Monet is entering as good as everybody touts her to be. She's the
mm-hmm,
type that can eat a loss, and the aura will stay the same. Like
mm-hmm,
nothing is gonna change. She's still gonna walk in the next week doing the money dance with the jazz hands,
mm-hmm,
and everybody's still gonna sing. So I
absolutely.
feel like with this one, put it on Britt. I like to see Britt Baker with championship gold because that means that Britt's on TV, and when Britt's on TV, good things happen. So,
Mm-hmm.
but also, I mean, the money is in the chase. A lot of people love to watch the chase, so we could play the long game with this one. But if not, let's welcome Britt back full circle with a championship at the biggest event of the year.
Yep. The matchup that I'm intrigued to see is that triple threat tag team match: FTR, the Bucks, and um,
The acclaimed.
the Acclaim. I think the Acclaim's actually going to win this match. I think they're going to get their titles back. I think the Acclaim. I got them winning.
Yeah. Think
Got
that'll
them
be
winning.
cool. Back to back wins at Wembley. That'll be nice to see.
Jack Perry and Darby Allin coffin match. They're going to go
Yes.
crazy and do some off the wall shenanigans stuff, but Jack Perry's going to win. He's going to hold
Shout
on,
out
retain.
to Jack Perry and that
Mm-hmm.
sweet ass TNT championship. I didn't know that he was a fucking welder. I didn't know that this
Mm-hmm.
man had welding equipment in the backyard. He made his own damn belt.
Mm-hmm.
I want
Yeah.
it.
You want
I
that belt?
want it. I want that belt.
Yep.
Because it
Yeah. So
looked
they
tough.
they got a good card. I mean, they really do. They got a good card over there in London or Wembley Stadium, wherever they want to have it at. So I mean, they're gonna pull numbers. They're gonna make some money. They're not gonna have to sell out like they had the prior year. I think they had almost 60,000 fans there. If I'm not mistaken. You get around like 55,000, which is not bad. If you can put 50,000 people in a stadium, I think that's pretty good. So they're going to have a good showing. They always do. I think AEW pay-per-views are always really pretty good. They don't never really miss the beat on their pay-per-views. So that All In's going to be it's going to be a good show. It's going to be a good showing out. But I definitely expect a lot. So a few titles to change hands. Roughly 4 or 5 different championships probably will be changing hands. Oh, I didn't even mention Chris Jericho and Hook for the FTW championship. I think Hook's going to get his title back unless the rumors are that Hook is wanting to leave. We just found out that the Lucha Brothers are leaving AEW. Now, this is something that I want to talk about. I mentioned this a few weeks ago about how the tag team division has been subpar at best. Bringing that tag team to the WWE would light a fire, and it'll bring like some excitement if Triple H were to allow them to be who they are. If he allowed the Lucha Bros to be the Lucha Bros in WWE, like how AEW lets them be, it brings a lot of spark. It brings a spark. It brings the energy. It brings a different dynamic to the division. It makes other tag teams step their game up, and then you could put a lot of different matchups with the Lucha Bros. You know what I mean? As far as that going on, we already found out that Ricochet is signed to AEW, so
Absolutely. Ricochet
he's been confirmed. So
think he's going to make his debut at All In.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if he made his debut at All In.
After the Ospreay match, probably.
Probably.
That'll probably. I feel like he's going to be intertwined with Will Ospreay for the first few months in his time in AEW, because I feel like what better way to introduce him to the crowd?
That's the best way to introduce him to everybody is to put him with someone that he's already got great in-ring chemistry with, got from just all
Heel
their
story.
time in New
They
Japan.
got the heel story.
Yeah, there's no better way. And if they do that, then they'll definitely have me tuning in every week. But yeah, continue talking about AEW.
One match you forgot that I'm actually looking forward to.
She's like, you have no interest in AEW at all.
She don't be watching AEW. It's okay. She just like, yeah, y'all go ahead. I'm gonna just sit back and wait till we done. We get to that.
She said ain't nobody moved the needle for you over there at AEW.
Right. Listen,
Not a single soul.
there will be a London ladder match because Christian and the Patriarchy will be defending one of the millions of championships that AEW have, the AEW Trios titles, in a match where in the bill they said, "Hey Christian, you feeling nostalgic?" So I'm a little worried. I don't know how this is gonna go. We got the House of Black taking on the Patriarchy, taking on the Gun Club, taking on
Wait,
another trios team,
House of
and
Black is
I
in
don't.
the ladder match?
Yes, they are, and it's
All right, I
going
might have to
down.
check it
And
out.
in this match here, apparently there's
You talking about what the bang? What they call them? The Bang Bang Gang?
the Bang Bang Gang, for
Yeah.
licensing, and
Bang Bang
you know
Scissor Gang.
no, they not with the
Oh,
acclaim.
they're
So
not that anymore.
it's just the Bang
Okay.
Bang Gang,
Oh, okay.
guns up,
Just the Bang
and
Bang Gang.
and
Okay.
another tag team will enter that match after they won a gauntlet earlier in the I guess on the what the pre-show is, the buy-in, whatever they call it. I don't know.
mm-hmm,
0 hour, I think that's what it's called.
mm-hmm,
So I feel like with that match, they're going to try to recreate some of the TLC2 drama because Christian is in it and you got a lot of bodies. So this will be one of many car wreck matches that's going to be beautiful. And hopefully, the House of Black gets back those trios championships because they damn well deserve it. Because the Lucha
mm-hmm.
Brothers, Death Triangle ain't there no more. So
So my
Nope.
only question is, how long is like both Alistair Black? Well, I guess Malachi Black now, right? Malachi Black and Buddy Murphy. They signed new deals. They just signed new deals, right?
yes, sir,
Mm-hmm.
ski they ain't going nowhere.
Okay,
Wow, you want them to go back to WWE so bad?
I do. Not so much like Malachi Black, more so Buddy Murphy. Just because I feel like that mixed tag match with Liv and Dom, and then Rhea and Buddy would just work so
Just
well.
real life husband, like, look here, you little
Yeah,
pissant.
Mm-hmm.
Leave my
yeah,
bloody wife alone.
yeah. But it's fine. It's fine.
Ah, well, since you brought it up, how you feel about that? The Terror Twins
I
versus
love it.
Liv and Dom. How's
I
this match
love it.
shaping up for you?
I love it. It's the only reason my laptop is coming with me tomorrow when I fly to Atlanta because I refuse to miss that match. And a couple others that I'm slowly getting excited for. But I am loving the storyline. I feel like they did the right thing on Monday by having, the new Judgment Day stand tall because it's definitely been the other way around for the past couple weeks, and that's not really a good look going into something like this where clearly the storyline is going to continue after. It's not just going to end at Dash in Berlin. It's going to continue on past it. So I'm very excited for this match. And I need the Terror Twins to win. And I need WWE to listen. I need all the Terror Twins merch now. I need all of it. I need shirts. I need hoodies. I need all of it because I need to spend all my money.
I need
So
to spend all my money. In that case, then go ahead and get me one of them blue Ulafalas so I can yeet my way through life like the blue tribal chief. I
I'll get you the
really am.
blue Ulafala when I get my Tiffy in the bank.
Oh yes, that
Once
that
I
monst
once I
that
get my hands
monstrosity of a
on
collector's item.
once I get my hands on that beautiful pink
Pissed,
briefcase, I will get
Mm-hmm.
you. I will get you a
pissed when
blue
I saw when
Ulafala.
they put
Look, and this is
when they
what
put
this
that
is.
briefcase on the camera.
There's a
Good.
recording of this too. I will get you
Yes.
the blue Ulafala if they release it on
Yeet.
the, the
I don't
shop.
really. It's okay.
I don't think they will.
It's
I think
okay.
I'm
But
yeeted out right now with Jay Uso right now. I think
The
I'm
boy
yeeted out.
hasn't been
he
in a
hasn't
match
even been there.
in weeks.
We've
No, I'm
gotten a
still
break. We've
tired of
gotten a
it.
break
I'm
from
tired
him.
of it.
He's chilling.
can you be tired of something that hasn't been
I'm
on
tired of
TV
it.
since before SummerSlam?
It's hurting his character. I'm tired of it. It's getting on my nerves. Okay, it's getting on my nerves.
So here's my thing. He's clearly gonna play into the Judgment Day storyline. He's gonna have a role in it. It's gonna happen eventually. Him and Rhea are having great back and forth right now on social media. I loved it. It's been hilarious. And he's got a good relationship with Damian Priest as well. So there's no reason as to why he can't play a role. I feel like it would be a great thing just to like be in between because we don't know when Jimmy is coming back and we don't know when they're going to pull Sammy or Jay into the bloodline storyline because we don't even like even Paul Heyman has said that he's not coming back until the time is right. Like until he feels like he has a place in this storyline. Like everything is moving at its own pace. So we don't even know when all of this is going to happen. It could be within the next couple of months for War Games. It could be not until next year when they're on Netflix. So we don't really know what's happening with that. But I kind of like the fact that we got a little bit of a break because I agree with Mr. Ali. I was a little, yeeted out. I was getting a little, like, all right, okay, we get it. Yeet,
Don't
okay.
front like if Jay wouldn't have came out when we was at Raw, you
I
wouldn't
would
have
have.
popped.
I would have. 100%. Because that's just me. That's just me. But
Listen, I don't
popping
want
at
Jay
a
to fall
live
into
show
the.
popping at a live show is complete has nothing to do with how you feel about a story because you're
Absolutely.
in the
No,
moment,
yeah.
you have that adrenaline rush, you're just trying to enjoy what's happening. So of course I would have popped for Jey Uso if he would have,
The Yeet Man.
if he would have had a spot on the show, but you know he didn't, and CM Punk did. That's all I'm gonna say.
Mm-hmm. Yep. CM Punk and Drew McIntyre heating up for the, and then I call it. Then I say it
Yes,
was
you
going to be a
did.
strap match.
I wanted to give you
You
your
you
props.
did.
You
I will
called
give
it.
you your props because
Ouch.
I
This is
didn't.
gonna hurt.
I told
This
you.
match is
I
gonna
said it. I
hurt.
said they like WWE. You got to catch their little innuendos sometimes. That's the one thing that they're doing now. If you catch little things that they do in the background with their characters and the little innuendos that they do, like on SmackDown, Chelsea Green, Piper Niven was talking trash about how
Yeah,
Tiffany Stratton's going to turn on Nia Jax with the Money in the Bank briefcase, and Nia
and
Jax is
Nia was
like,
right there. Like what?
and Nia's right there. So these little pop up innuendos, you got to catch them when they are in front of you, and that's the one thing that new WWE is doing that old WWE did not. They had those little subtle hints that they kind of drop little gems in their little storyline
Hmm.
packages. Old WWE had
Which
no clue to.
which I feel like is a gift and a curse because
Mm,
sometimes I like the surprise aspect. I like to like not know where a storyline is going, and I feel like
mm,
they've actually found a good balance because there are some storylines right now where you genuinely don't know where it's going. Like the bloodline, we could sit here and theorize about what's going to happen with the bloodline until we are blue in the face, but we genuinely do not know what's happening in the creative room. We don't know what's happening in the meeting. Like, and then you have the storylines where it's like very clear. Like they give you those little hints to where like you know where it's going, you know what the end game is, you know what the end goal is. So I feel like they found the perfect balance of that right now.
mm,
Absolutely.
mm.
Absolutely. Well, hey,
Yep.
listen. What else we got cracking out in this wrestling world? Did we miss anything? Did we get it all?
Wyatt Six did
Yes.
anything?
We got Chad Gable taking on Uncle Howdy next week. How you feel about that match?
Guess I'll be watching that while I'm in Atlanta. Nice little Labor Day edition of Monday Night Raw.
Okay.
I'm not
I
mad at it.
believe. I
I
believe in the Wyatt
I
Six.
believe in
I
Uncle
still
Howdy.
believe.
Yeah, I believe that Sister Abigail they hit on them on Monday. That was pretty good looking, Sister
That
Abigail.
was yeah, that
Good
was
job,
a good
Chad Gable,
one.
selling it up, making
Also,
it.
I am not going to let us end this podcast without saying that it does not feel real. That it today marks a year since the untimely passing of
Mm.
Wyndham Rotunda Gray.
Mhm.
Wyndham!
Um, it still like you still feel the loss to this day. It's
Mhm.
the fact that it's been a year is crazy because it it still does not feel real that he's gone. So we love Bray, we respect Bray, we appreciate everything that he did, and we love that they are carrying on his legacy. They're still carrying the lantern. They are not letting the lantern go out. And hey,
Yes,
I
sir.
will forever be a Firefly. I know these guys will forever be Fireflies. The Fireflies are still out. They're
Absolutely.
out, proud, strong, and a year. Like
Dang.
a
Mhm.
year.
It's crazy when you think about it. Thank you.
Mhm.
Uh, I was going to say that, but thank you for beating me to the punch. Appreciate that. Anything else? Because I'm out. I ain't got nothing
I
else.
ain't got nothing else.
I'm cleaned out.
I don't
Yeah.
know. Just I guess throw it out there. Sheamus, and what's his name? They had a good matchup on Raw. Sheamus and
That they did.
Pete Dunne, I
Ludwig
guess.
Kaiser.
I was about to call him.
Sheamus
I was about
and
to call him
Butch.
Butch.
Oh no. Oh yeah.
I was about to call him Butch.
Oh, yes. Hold on,
But you
but
know,
oh,
yeah.
yes.
Oh,
That brought up a
oh,
very good point. I wanted to get Bree's opinion on something before we
God.
left.
Oh
Yeah.
God. Oh
So
God. I
on the
already
third,
know what he's
you
going
already know on the Thursday pod, somebody won a championship,
to.
and I just want to see Bree squirm. That's all. I just want to see her cringe. I just want to see her be mad.
Mm.
Any thoughts on our
Why?
new
What?
NXT Tag Team
No.
Champions?
Here's my thought. It shouldn't have happened. Literally, if they could have put the belt on anyone else, and I wouldn't
Put
have
it
been
on
mad
OTM.
about it. They could have put it on OTM. They could have put it back with the family. They could have put it with anybody. They put it on redacted.
Oh, my man, redacted Ridge Holland. Ooh,
Like no
Mm.
ooh.
disrespect to Chase U, but all disrespect to Chase U. Why? Why? Why would y'all do this? Because now I'm just not gonna watch. Like,
But then
granted,
you'll
I haven't
miss.
really been watching for a while, but I'm mad because I keep missing Joe Hendry.
He's in
But
the main event now. He has a title
no,
match against
I
Ethan
know,
Page.
I know.
Mm.
So, and I knew you were gonna bring it up. I knew you were gonna bring it up. I was hoping,
You
I
thought
had a
we was
sliver of
gonna
hope
creep
that
out of
we
here
was
without
gonna
it?
just
Nah,
get out of here without having to talk about it, without having to speak on it. But no, I should know you better
we
by
gonna
now.
have to. You should. We've been doing this far too long now.
Yeah,
Mm.
almost a
Oh
year.
yeah, yeah. God damn, it's crazy to think about that. One more thing too, and this is shocking news for me, but Obafemi got his ass whooped by Tony D'Angelo.
You know,
Yeah, that
okay.
kind of surprised me. So, and I definitely was wrong. Let me put it out there. I was wrong. They did the matchup with Otis, and I said that I wanted Otis to win, but I was wrong on that prediction. Even though it was two big men. I ain't gonna say
It's
that
like
the
you can
last
say it,
part.
two big
Two
meaty
big
men
meaty men
slapping meat.
slapping
You can say that.
me.
It's
Yeah,
okay.
You gotta say
It's
yeah.
all right.
pause. Yeah, you gotta say pause. That's just it's sometimes it's right there for you. But anyway, Obafemi, he won. He won. It was a it was a horse fight. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna say it was a good horse fight. And now you got Tony D'Angelo. They're priming him. I would be shocked if he actually beat Obafemi. I would not see that coming. I don't. I don't want to disrespect Tony D'Angelo. I know he had a great feud going when he was fighting Ilya Dragunov for the NXT Championship, and they had a couple good matches in there. But I mean, I don't watch NXT enough to know all the ins and outs. I know some of the players. I just don't know all of them. But I mean, he got the family. He does have the family with him.
Yeah.
So that's his advantage, is that he has the family, and if you're going to take the belt off of Obafemi, that's how you would do it, with some distraction shenanigans. Oh, he grabs the title. Oh, he wobbles him in the head with the belt, and a little cheap victory or whatever. But I've been saying it. I think it's time for Obafemi to come up. I think it's time for him to hit the main roster. Let's not prolong this enough. Let's get the Nigerian nightmare up there. Let's get him up to the main roster. I'm ready for it.
You're ready. He's not.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, this man still has some work to do down there. And he is still a rookie. Like, he's still new. He is still new to this. I would not be mad if Trick Williams got moved up to the main roster before Obafemi did, because they're in two different levels right now. Like, I feel like even though Trick is not champion anymore, he's Trick.
Over like shit. Whoop that Trick. Like we will yell.
Yes.
We love that.
Does that mean Booker T comes up with him?
He has to. I feel like he has to.
That's the only thing I associate Trick Williams with is Booker T.
Look, I hate to do this, but them white men ain't gonna do that theme song justice. Okay,
that's what I'm saying.
They're not gonna do it justice. We got to get Booker out there to do the ad libs. But Obafemi still has some work to do. His promo work is still his mic skills are still a little iffy, and I feel like that's why they put him in this storyline that he's in right now with Tony D'Angelo, because Tony D'Angelo, his mic skills are crazy. Crazy. The promos that man cuts are crazy. So I feel like this is the perfect person to put him with NXT wise to pull him out of that. But I also feel like this is the only title he's held. Damn. If this is what he's doing for the NXT North American Championship, imagine what he'll do with the big title. Put the big title on him. Once we're done with the whole Ethan Page, Joe Hendry, Wesley, all of that. Once we're done with all of that, put the big title on Obafemi. So I love Obafemi. I believe in the power of Oba, but I honestly would not be mad if they took the belt off of him and put it on Tony D'Angelo. I wouldn't, because then you could still get a couple more matches out of that between the two of them, and it wouldn't do any. It's not gonna hurt Obafemi having him with. He's still gonna be over. The crowd is still gonna love him. The crowd is still going to be behind him. It's not going to hurt him if he loses to Obafemi. Now, if he had lost to somebody like Otis, then it would have taken a little bit more work to get everybody back behind Obafemi. So that's how I feel like they should do it. Also, while we're on the topic of NXT, shout out to my girl Jada Parker for getting that title shot. Yes. She's finally getting the recognition that she rightfully deserves.
Absolutely.
I can't wait to watch her, unfortunately, lose to Roxanne Perez.
Yes.
Because they not pulling my girl up to the main roster until Royal Rumble season, and we still got a couple more months of her being in NXT. I truly feel like the rest of 2024, we're gonna be watching the last days of Roxanne Perez being an NXT superstar. There's nothing else for her to do down there. Like, she absolutely has to get moved up next year. And I really feel like it could be as soon as the draft, because I feel like they're gonna do like a surprise draft or something before the move to Netflix, because Netflix wants those top names. Like, we did a $5 billion deal. We need some big names over here, so they're gonna have to do some moving around. And I feel like it's time to pull Roxanne Perez up. Not necessarily put her on Netflix, like not necessarily put her on Monday Night Raw per se, but take her out of NXT. She's done everything she can do down there. And it's time for my girl Kalani Jordan to move into her rightful position as NXT Women's Champion.
I like the way all that sounds. But you know what else I like? Wrapping this thing up, because I got things to do. It's like we all do. Hey, what's going on? Hey, bark, bark, bow, wow, wow, wow. See, I speak for the dog over here. Just to let y'all know that. All right, everybody. As we get up out of here, y'all tell everybody where they can get y'all on all the socials and whatnot.
Y'all can find me on Instagram at BreeBree99, period, with 2 underscores.
See, the underscores are down there.
Yeah, they're right there. Can't miss them.
Yep. You can follow your boy at Ali _ Insta 2020-24. Yep, follow me up there.
We got it this week.
See,
we got
I got it.
This week.
I got it this time. See, told you I was gonna get it. And then all of me, everything that I be on is down there. Uncle Black 215. Follow the page at 2.5 Heels. What else? Did I forget anything? Go to the WrestlingSociety.com. Listen, the page is getting flipped around like a fashion show on the runway. Okay, it's looking new. It's new stuff up there every day.
Nice and crisp.
Please go over there and check it out. We appreciate it. And another thing too, a friend of the channel, Downtime in the Ring, they need y'all to go subscribe to their Patreon account. So tap in to their Patreon, go and sign up for one of the tiers, so that way, you know, the giveaways will start cracking. You got exclusive content over there, and this is one video in particular that we shot. I don't know when they're gonna put it up, but I hope they put that bit up soon, because it's so funny.
It's really funny.
Hilarious. But if no one else has anything else to add, we is out of here, and we will see y'all. Go what?
Go ahead. One more thing before we go. Even from the grave, Doink is still making kids cry, bro.
Jesus. Doink does make the kids cry. Bree, anything else you want to add on top of that? No?
Nope.
All right. Yeet. See y'all next week.